welcome everyone. I am Rebecca Saltman. I'm here with Jade Rader, and this is the EMPATH Insights Summit. We noticed some time ago that there was a gap when it came to learning about being a sensitive and empathic in this world. We decided to do something about it, and voila! We started talking with other amazing empathic people and learned so very much that we felt that we needed to share it with the world. We love what we do, and we get to talk to some of the most amazing people in the process, and we learn every time. Dr. Reverend Catherine Ann Wright is one of our delightful co-authors in our You Empath You anthology, launching on April 28th, 2022. Catherine shared a really great story in our book, and we may even talk a little bit about it today. So we are thrilled about the opportunity to talk to Catherine. Let me share a brief introduction about her. Catherine Ann Wright is a quantum reality hypnotist, Dolores Cannon and Alba Weinman method, harmonic sound healer, source alchemist, grid worker, medium and channel, demonologist, and galactic historian teacher. She earned a full academic scholarship to the University of Southern California in Los Angeles and studied at Sorbonne in Paris, France. She holds a doctorate of divinity and is a UFO researcher and experiencer. Catherine's passions are teaching humanity to manipulate earthly operating systems, clear old paradigms, and storytelling. Before following her conscious path, she worked hard for state and federal government agencies, hospitals, doctors, attorneys, real estate developers, and Anheuser-Busch in marketing. Welcome, Catherine.
Thank you for having me. Hello, everyone in electronic land.
Hello. So Jade, do you want to get us started?
Absolutely. Catherine, what do you believe in and why?
Jay, thank you for asking. I believe in a lot of things, but as our focus is on empaths today, I just want to say they are masterpieces. Empaths are amazing, amazing communicators. And I believe in wisdom and research. To know thyself, and that's the title of my book, is to know thyself. And as an empath, we go on a long, long journey sometimes to figure this stuff out. Like me, from a baby on up to just finding out the word empath in like 2013. So, it's a journey beyond what I was ready for, and now I embrace it and move forward. I believe there's a lot of things that we can't see with our five senses, and we kind of need that sixth sense, and people are waking up to it. And I'm so glad that this knowledge and wisdom is coming back to the forefront. I'm just so excited to be a part of this amazing history in writing this book with all the beautiful women as empaths. So it's been very exciting. I believe a lot in also quantum healing centers. There is so much healing that needs to happen in this world. And empaths, and knowing thyself and finding ourselves, we have to dig deep into emotional aspects that aren't always palatable, easy to look at, or to stomach. I mean, it is a roller coaster. And you surfers out there, you know what that big wave's like, Kahuna. Dude, you are riding the big wave and you got to stay in that sweet spot. Well, it's the same way being an empath. You got to stay in that sweet spot because you got everybody's energy. And this is one of my belief systems, because this happens to me every day. You got energies coming in and reading frequencies. Now, before I knew what that word was, I didn't know how to set up boundaries and shielding. And some people say, oh, that's fear-based. You don't need a shield. No. We're here. It's kind of like wearing a scuba suit in the ocean. We're in a different environment. We can't see it all. So sometimes you got to put on your little suit, put up your little shield, and go into the ocean and look around in a different environment. And as empaths, we look at different environments through multiple senses. And in our book, I believe Jade and Rebecca listed a list of empathic skill sets. And I went down through some of those in my chapter. So it's very exciting for you to enjoy that.
So Kat, I'm curious, how did you get started?
Oh, thank you for asking, Rebecca. I got started when I bought a haunted house in 2004. And I owned it for 14 years. And I was having experiences I didn't know how to explain. And I am a Scorpio. And for you Vedic astrologers, I'm a Scorpio with Mercury and K2 in my first house. So I'm a truth-seeking encyclopedia. Mercury is all about information, K2 amplifies, and Scorpio is a truth seeker. So I researched the heck out of the paranormal. 14 to 6, well, now it's 17 years researching. I got started, once I started having experiences, I started going online. I came across Amy Allen of the Dead Files. Had I not found, she is a physical medium, had I not found her show, it's on Travel Channel now, back then it was on Discovery, I would still be in the dark. I wouldn't know what a psychic was. I wouldn't know what an empath was. I wouldn't know what ghosts and all this stuff that was happening to me, wouldn't know anything. You know, I'd be like, now I know how to handle it. I'm a professional at it. Your spirit guides come in and your angels come in and they help you. And I was being attacked. So my big, beautiful spirit guides were there too and helping me. They led me to Alba Weinman for hypnosis, and then to Dolores Cannon, but it was really Dolores Cannon was being a mentor the whole time. She passed away in 2014, and in 2015 started communicating with me. By 2016, I was listening to Alba, studying all hypnosis, found Dolores Cannon, went to the academy, and in quantum hypnosis, that's why the title of this interview is Beyond Quantum, because we've gone, Dolores, you know, I channel her all the time. She is like in my sessions. She is assisting me when I'm in session, when someone takes me under. So it's fabulous because she's a master. She was a pioneer at bringing out quantum theory, hypnosis, and how you deal with entities on people, attachments, blocks, implants. And this is to help people in this now moment, in 3D, 4D, you know, in this now moment as humans, to look at consciousness, our subconscious, what's on the underlying layers that us empaths are used to seeing, hearing, tasting, smelling, you know, but the normal, and I don't want to say normal, but people that aren't as open energetically to vibrations and frequencies, you know, the hypnosis helps them integrate all of that and teaches them how to get into theta. And theta brainwaves is what you, me, and Jade, and all us empaths run at when we're channeling or when we're engulfed in looking at all the frequencies. It's beautiful.
Well, Catherine, I can see your passion.
No.
And tell us, you know, why you're so passionate about what you do.
Well, I am so passionate about tooting my horn on skill sets, empaths, setting boundaries, and keeping and spreading the word and making this normalized in society, because I lived in a haunted house and I had no one to turn to. I turned to the church. I turned to everybody I could think of without sounding crazy, and no one could help me except Prime Source. I was on Prime Source and my spirit guides, they were all there for me. I had to learn, I had to research. You guys, research, do the research. You can't just osmosisly know this stuff. You heard my academic background. I'm a major researcher and I was a technical writer, and that's what I did for a lot of agencies. But, you know, doing it for yourself, it's your passion. When you're trying to figure something out for yourself, that's where that passion and excitement comes in. Plus, you know, I want to find out, how do I protect myself against something I can't see? Literally, this thing could physically pick you up. And I mean, I'm a big girl and I could get pinned. I mean, my haunted house had in my story, in my chapter, buy the book, you guys. And my story's in there about the haunted house a little bit. And then I'll write another book, you know, Beyond Quantum, come up with another book and tell all about the hauntings And how do you deal with spirits and entities and spacecraft and ETs and weird, creepy things? And I'm going to give you an idea. And this will make it normal, because you got to normalize it for yourself. Just pretend you're a scuba diver and you're in the ocean, and all those beautiful fish, they don't look like you, but they're beautiful in their own environment. And even the darkest, as a demonologist, I deal with some pretty haunted houses. I do exorcisms, and it's not like the Catholic exorcisms. Mine are fun, and mine are dealing with the entities like babies and children. They're just as lost as any one of us. They can't remember where they came from, who programmed them, who told them to do. And if they do, there's ways to talk to them. So that was fascinating. That's why I'm so passionate, because I don't want people to have to go through what I went through without, and have no one to turn to help them. There was, you need to have those people.
Catherine, it's so interesting that you say this. And I'm wondering if there's like one thing that you could tell empaths. What would that be?
Oh, thank you. That's an excellent question. Thank you, Rebecca. The one thing I would tell everyone, empath, all of us are empaths, just at different layers. Mixing a chocolate cake. Just say no. Just say no, and teach your children. You know how you tell them to say no to strangers? Well, I'm sorry, if there's entities, and my thing is about the children, because I was an empathic child. And when they have things coming in their spectrum, in their rooms, they get very scared. We have to teach everyone to just say no, and it's a violation of the law of free will. No, you're violating the law of free will, get out. And then, quantify them. Quantify the spirits. Are they malevolent or benevolent? But just say no, because that and the law and the universal law of free will. Hey, you're violating my free will. Out, like that.
Excellent and very clear. People can take action on that. Thank you, Catherine. What are the 3 common mistakes empaths make?
Oh, 3 common mistakes empaths make. Not quantifying the spirits and not setting up your shields and boundaries. As empaths, we're like sponges with energy. So we have to set up our beautiful shielding. And I do a Palladian technology, and that'll be in my next book, and also on a training class I do. But I do Palladian technology on me because I deal with a lot of things most people don't deal with as a demonologist and as an empath that is for hire. I got called out on a house for levitating baby off the bed. Those are things flying across the room with growling and door slamming. That's when I get called in, guys. And what was the question? Repeat the question, please, Jade.
Well, I think you got it, Kat. It was what are the 3 common mistakes? And you talked about not setting up the field daily, right?
Boundaries, yeah.
And setting boundaries daily and quantifying where that entity is.
Quantifying, and then the third one would be
quantifying the entities, if they're malevolent or benevolent, right? That's the third.
Okay, thank you.
Fantastic. So, Catherine, I hear you have some tips and takeaways for our listeners. Could you share some of those with us?
Oh, sure. Thank you for asking. Here's some takeaway, guys. Besides talking about the energetic boundaries and setting up your energetic field, sometimes as empaths, we get a lot going in our brain. This is about emotional balancing. So when you want to shut your hippocampus off, your hippocampus is an organ in your brain, and it is a processor. And say you're spinning thoughts or things are just overwhelming, gotta pick up the kids, make dinner, my husband, and all this stuff. And then you've also got something knocking on a wall. So to shut off your hippocampus, there's 3 things I want to show you that's really easy to do. One is just look up and drop your jaw, just a little, and look straight up. That puts you in an alpha brainwave state immediately, just by looking up. So you'll see this, now that you know this, you'll see this on TV shows, and other things when people are interviewing criminals or in psychiatric wards, or you'll notice people doing this. And this is why they're taking themselves into this alpha state just by naturally. And a second way is to put your fingers out in the peripherals and look forward, but also focus on your fingers in the peripheral and look forward. And try to pull your fingers out just as far as you can see them. And here's my fingers. Keep going out and looking forward. And it just quiets the mind. And the third thing is close your eyes and focus on your ears. These are ancient yogi techniques I'm showing you. And focus on your ears with your eyes closed. Shuts the hippocampus off. Thank you for asking. Oh, and those are my 3 of my quieting the chatty mind on emotional balancing.
Fabulous. Those are fantastic. I even, of course, tried one while you were explaining it. And you've got something around the power of the 3 dots, Catherine. What are the power of the 3 dots?
Thank you for asking, Jade. That's a little technique I use as an empath. As I'm going throughout my day, and I can't close my eyes, but this, I got to check in with myself. So wherever I'm going, I put them on my kitchen window, 3 dots, red, blue, yellow. And I put them in my mirror where I do my hair and stuff in the bathroom, 3 dots, different colors. One stands for mind, body, and emotion. So when I'm in the bathroom, I see the dots. I'm like, oh, check in. How are you feeling mentally? Oh, well, mentally, I'm not scattered. I'm not doing spinning. Okay, I'm cool. Body, check in with my body. Oh, my back hurts a little. Oh, I'm kind of sore from that back ride. Okay, talk to the cells. Hi, guys, love you. You just had a great workout. Let's release. Let's all work together. You know, your body's the universe, right? So you send it love and you send the things that need to help the inflammation. You know, talk to it like a little child. And then the 3rd dot would be emotional. Check in with my emotions. How am I feeling? And I'm like, man, I'm pissy. I'm angry. Or no, I'm really happy. And then if I'm angry, well, that's fear. It's either love or fear. Only 2 things that's here. I love rhyming. And you got to check in with your emotions and make sure those are polished.
Those are so fantastic. And I was like Jade doing them along with you. So thank you for all that. We understand that you have a special offer for our viewers. Can you tell us a little bit about it and where we can find you and all the good things?
Oh, yes, thank you. I would like to offer everyone, at least everyone that calls me at 503-856-4855, and I'll repeat that again later. I'd like the first 13 people that call me get a free 20-minute reading from me as on what they need to know. Because I not only do tarot, and I can't do quantum hypnosis, but we can work with the emotions. If something you're going through, I can track the frequency. We can look at a medical intuitive, look at the body, check the chakras and energy systems out. Maybe do some sound healing. I love sound healing. It's in many, many cultures, and finally coming to Western medicine. Yeah, so I'd love to offer that. And
you want to repeat your phone number? Yeah.
Yes. So where you can reach me as my phone number, you can call or text, or my website. Those are the only 2 things. I've got like 50,000 emails. Don't even look at them, guys. So text, call, or go to my website. My website is catswildride.com. C as in Charlie, A, T as in Tom, S as in Sam, WILD as in David, RID as in David, E.com. Cats for Catherine, catswildride.com, because it is a wild ride here as an empath, learning all this wisdom. And my phone number is 503-856-4855, and that is Pacific Standard Time. So I live in Oregon and I travel a lot, but call me or text and I'll get right back to you. For now. And then also I am making a new website, catherinewright.com. So it'll be my full name, CATHERINEANNWRIGHT.com. And I just have to set it up. So thank you.
Excellent, Kat. Thank you so much for all that you shared today and the insights that you provided our audience, the fantastic stuff that you shared in the book to help people along their path of awakening into their greater gifts, and some people having experiences like you did and making that something that they can know, number one, they're not alone, and number two, that there is someone out there that can help them. So thank you so much for being here with me and Rebecca.
Thank you. It was an honor and a pleasure. Thank you so much.
Excellent. So everybody, thank you for joining us on the Empath Insights Summit. See all those beautiful vowels. So and get ready, because right after we're done with these, right? Like, you've been watching these summits and the book is coming out. April 28th, 2022 is the date. Grab whatever type of a communication apparatus you have, set yourself a calendar reminder, and you need to go to our website to buy the book through Amazon. You could also search it, the letter, empath, EMPATHYOU is the book's name, EMPATHU. And then our website is empathyobook.com, EMPATHYOUBOOK.com. And what's really cool is that our authors and partners have provided some bonuses for those of you that hop into the launch that we have on April 28th, 2022 for the Kindle version for 99 cents. Best deal you're going to get on this book. You take your receipt after you've bought it to our website, the empathyobook.com website, and put it in, and you'll have access to all those bonuses from our authors and our partners. And we're super excited to get all this wonderful information out into the world. And as someone who's attending the summit, you've already got the extra e-tips. You are tipped out, man. You're going to have all of these wonderful things to use for your natural empathic life. April 28th, 2022 is our launch date. We're excited that you're here with us. Please join us for the other summit interviews. And so much thanks and gratitude. Aloha.